Yo, what's up guys? It's me again on the Hypixel Skyblock Alpha again, talking about the pest update again, because there have been some more changes that they are making, mainly related to chances on items and just buffing some items in order to make this update even better than it already was. So definitely, if you enjoy this video, remember to like and subscribe, and we're going to be talking about a bunch more changes to the Garden V2 update. So let's get into this. Actually, before we get into it, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that there is a fire sale today, and you can use code BANANA on the Hypixel store at checkout for 5% off of any purchase. Ranks, gems, boosters, you name it, you get a discount on it. And this skin is pretty darn cool. It is for the Mender crown and stuff, and it's going to be a snake because of the caduceus kind of stuff that most medical things have ties to. So you can see it sticks its tongue out. It's a pretty cool skin, and you can get 5% off if you're buying gems to buy this skin today, and it would really help me out. So definitely remember to use code BANANA on the store. First of all, I want to talk about a change to an item that I mentioned yesterday, which is going to be the pest repellent spray that exists in the Skymart shop. Previously, you were able to buy it for 200,000 coins, and now it is changed to 40 copper. 40 copper is definitely like right around 200k as well. It's not like you're going to be spending like a billion coins on this, but it's going to cost copper instead of coins. It's in the Skymart shop, so that makes sense, and it's not too high, so it shouldn't be too annoying. They actually buffed the sprayinator a lot here, so you're going to see that pests are now 2 times more likely to spawn in sprayed plots. You're only really going to be spraying a plot whenever you're actually grinding these pests, and it used to be 25% more likely to spawn, so 2 times more likely means that you're going to get a ton more pests whenever you're grinding in a sprayed plot. So anyone going for this bestiary and for the loot should have a lot easier time whenever you're actually grinding in that section. And there's also going to be a feature that I don't have any pests on my garden right now, but if we go to the configure plots section and show this screenshot here, you're going to see that it shows which plot there are pests on whenever you're hovering them in this menu. So that means if you lost your pests, you don't really know where they are, you can go into this section and just find them very easily. You can do the /desk command as well. You don't actually need to run over here, but you're going to be able to point yourself to the pests a lot easier. And then you can also use the TP to plot command, where you just do TP to plot and then like 2, and it'll bring you to plot 2 on your garden. Super simple, and it should help you get your pests a little bit easier if you forgot where they spawned, and you can just find them in the desk. They also actually changed around the abilities on 2 of the drops from pests. Previously, the atmospheric filter from the mites gave you a buff based on the Skyblock season, and it was on the vacuum, but now that seems to be a talisman that's giving you the buff based on the Skyblock season, and the drop from crickets that previously was a talisman is now going to be something that you use to max out the vacuum and give the stereo harmony ability to that, which was that you can put in discs and get more pests based on whatever disc you are playing, and that's now going to be on the vacuum. So they did swap those up. They also made the drops in pests just more common. You can see that the common loot no longer is a normal thing. It's going to be enchanted cocoa beans that you're getting from this. It's not just going to be like regular cocoa beans. And then the rare loot of like enchanted cookies, or, you know, looking at this one, the enchanted cactus, it's going to be much more common. They used to be like 0.5 or something, or 0.1, and now they are 1% drops from these. So you're going to be getting more materials and just more drops in general from the pest. They also buffed whichever one of these gives the book. I forget which one. I gotta look through them real quick, but one of them gives a book here, and it's going to be much more common. It's the beetle here. Pestterminator used to be a 1% drop. You need 64 of these if you're trying to max out your farming armor and have the max of this enchant. So they buffed it from 1% to 3.5%, which is a decently sized buff and should make that enchant much easier to come across. Slug Pet's also twice as common. It went from a 0.05 at the bottom one to a 0.1, and now it is a 0.5 for the epic one. So it's slightly more common to find this new pet. In regards to the Slug Pet, I actually haven't gone over the perks right now, so we're going to look at them, but I actually don't know if this got buffed in the update that they're rolling today. This is from like day 1 whenever the Slug Pet was revealed, and it's not the best pet, so maybe they could buff some of the perks, and I'll go over that as I'm going over the perks, but let's just look at this right now. Using this screenshot of a level 92 slug that someone had, you can see that the first perk is slow and steady. When fishing in the Crimson Isle, slugfish are going to take 46% less time to catch. This is something that is definitely super duper good for anyone who has not gone for the slugfish in trophy fishing, because normally it would be a 20-second timer that you need to wait before you're able to catch any slugs, and now it's going to be a 10-second timer whenever you max this thing out at level 100. So you're going to be able to catch that fish a lot faster and suffer a lot less. Very good perk. Pest Friends is the next perk. I know a lot of people were hoping that the Slug Pet would have perks that stop pests from spawning, but no, this is going to give you bonus pest chance, which if you don't remember, works like Fortune, where it's just going to spawn more pests whenever the timer for pests would happen. So you're going to have the higher chance to spawn more pests, which is going to be nice for anyone going for the bestiary, and combined with the Sprayinator, it's going to just lead to a ton of bonus pest chance that you're going to have. Last but not least, the Repugnant Aroma perk is the perk that I'm hoping gets buffed here, because when farming in a plot affected by a Sprayinator, this gives you 92 up to 100 farming fortune. 100 farming fortune you may think is pretty good, but it gets absolutely blown out of the water by some of the other pets. Elephant is going to give you more than that basically as a base here with its trunk efficiency perk, and then Mushroom Cow just absolutely destroys this perk. So I hope that they buff that one, but I literally have no idea if they did do that. They did buff the rarity of the pet though, so you're going to be able to find this more often, and you're going to be able to use this on either pests or trophy fishing, or there's basically no other features for it, but you can use it on those two spots very efficiently, and it's going to be a very nice pet in that regard. This menu here also got a buff because this empty vacuum bag where you would get farming fortune for 30 minutes, it was capped out at 10 pests giving you 100 fortune, and now you can see in this screenshot that 11 pests is actually giving 105 fortune. So the 11th pest is only giving 5 more fortune, and I'm not 100% sure what this caps out at, but there definitely is a higher cap than the 100, so the contest and just grinding for 30 minutes is going to be a little bit better. I'll be interested to see what it caps out at, but I'm not trying to sit here and grind like 20 pests on the alpha. Seems like a lot of effort that I'm not really trying to put in, but the cap is for sure higher on this vacuum bag. All right, so that is basically all that I have seen people finding on day 3 of the alpha. This update's basically just rolling, so a lot of the stuff is just being discovered right now. There could be some new things, and I'll definitely keep you updated if people find more, but the admins are clearly taking a lot of feedback into account when making this update and trying to make sure that it is perfect before it releases. I think that all of these changes today are great because you're going to see more magic find drops and just more things from the pests, and you're going to be able to spawn them more often if you're actually going for them, because the bestiary did take a very, very long time to max out, and now it's looking like it's going to be even faster now that you're able to get those more pests from the spray, and you're also going to be able to get more fortune from those pests. It's just a great update overall, and I'm very, very excited for this. Let me know down below what you guys think about this, but that is going to be all for the video today. Hope it kept you informed, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace out.